Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of the 7 days of messages, inspirational messages that I hope will inspire you and help you throughout your day. But my goal here is to simplify getting connected, becoming more connected to Source, to simplify meditation and yoga and healing practices. Because if you go online and you are reading different things, it sounds so very confusing and so very ritualistic, and do this and step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You have to know all these things, and it just gets a little confusing. So my goal is to simplify as much as I can for you, so that you can be well on your way to improving your own well-being. And this has been a lifelong journey for me. So here goes with day 3 of 7 days of messages to inspire and help you on your well-being journey. Today's topic is love. Love. Little 4-letter word, Love. We used to write it all the time when we were 12 years old. I love so-and-so. I love so-and-so. I love cheesecake. I didn't write that, but I do love cheesecake. But we think of the different things that we love. We love our pets. We love our children. We love our significant others. We love our parents. But have you ever stopped to think about this and ask yourself this question? Do you love yourself? Do you love yourself? For a long time, my answer to that was no. I did not love myself. I didn't think very highly of myself. I was trying to fit into a mold, as many of us are, that society says, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. You act this way, you dress this way. And I didn't love it. And I didn't love myself for it, because I could not be my authentic self. That's my story. I love myself now. And there's so much more to that than that little bit. It has been a journey. But I can honestly say now, I love myself. Everything from head to toe, I love about me. And anyone can get to that point, but it takes practice. Loving yourself needs to become a habit. Loving yourself needs to become a habit. And it's not something that we typically think about, especially us busy moms and workers going to work every day, and caregivers and all of these things. The last thing you're really thinking about is loving yourself. Because the first thing I would think of, and I did it somewhere along my journey, is that's selfish. I'm taken away from others so I can love myself. What does that even mean? That's not what it means. And it doesn't mean going and getting your hair done, or going and get your nails done, or going and getting a facial or anything like that. I want to be clear about this. This is yourself, spiritual, not your body, not the outside. You might feel good after you do those things, but it is not self-love. Self-love is looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I love you. And that's going to feel really weird the first time you do it, because we're not used to thinking that way. You can look at so many other people and tell them, I love you. Or maybe you came up where that wasn't said, and then that makes it awkward, even more awkward. But trust me, the more you say it, the easier it gets. I love you. And think of one thing you love about yourself. What is it you do? I love that I am hopelessly optimistic. What do you love about yourself? think of at least one thing. And then the next day, think of another thing. And the next day, think of another thing. Because as human beings, we tend to focus on all the reasons we don't love ourselves, all the imperfections, all the mistakes, all the things that we didn't get right, that we wish we could have done different. That is where our focus goes. Flip that and focus on all the things you love about yourself. Because I bet if you really sit down and think about it, there is a lot about you to love. And if there's not, if you can't think of anything, then think of a goal you want to work towards to get there. But I can't think of anyone who can't love something about themselves. So it's very simple. You just, is your thought, this is a thought habit. This is a mindset shift. So you're shifting how you think. If you think like I do, or like I did, you spend your time thinking, like I said, about the things that you don't love. Flip that around. And when you catch yourself saying those things, because now you're aware of your inner self-talk, just flip it. Oh, I can't stand how I do blah, blah, blah. I love the way I can type fast without looking. I can't cook. Well, I love the cheesecake I make. I do make really good cheesecake. Not really, but I'm going to learn how to do that. But think of things that you love about yourself. And the more you say it to yourself, the more you'll love yourself, the less awkward it will feel, the more that self-love, loving yourself, will become a habit, and you will move into self-care, where you're like, you know what? And you start just taking a little bit better care of yourself, because now you are feeling different about yourself. It's a mindset shift. It's a thought habit change. And for some reason, it seems, and I've been a student of human behavior all my life, that we as people tend to gravitate towards the negative. So the negative self-talk, not loving ourselves, always feeling inadequate. Stop. It doesn't help you. Come back, center, and begin to love yourself. Post-it note on the bathroom mirror. I think it's Mel Robbins. It says, high five yourself in the mirror in the morning. A lot of people have spoken about this. But start with, I love me. I love me. I am thankful for me. And the more you say it, the more you'll feel it. And the more you feel it, the more you'll be it. And just keep doing it every single day. Then it is a habit. And not only, you might be thinking, well, I have kids, I have all these other things I have to do. That's kind of silly for me to. No, because when you love yourself, you are able to give more to others. It's plain and simple. Have you ever heard you can't get water from a dry well? Well, if you are not feeling great about yourself, which kind of leads to not taking care of yourself, then it is going to be very difficult to give to others, to be able to serve others, to do what you want to do. So again, it comes back to recharging, refueling with that self-love. I love me. And just doing that is so powerful. Right now, put your hands over your heart. Take a breath. Smile. and say, I love me. I love me. I love that I am blank. Whatever. You fill in the blank. I love that I have a sense of humor. I love that I make a mean pot of chili. I love that I appreciate trees. You fill in the blank. Do it every day. Make it a habit. Self-love is so important for your well-being. It's the foundation. So I'll leave you with these words. This week, love yourself. Next week, love yourself. For the rest of this year and into next year and forever, love yourself. See how that changes your life. Peace, my friends.